Alright, we are back. 2 videos in 1 day. How about that? Been getting around. Been real busy building stuff lately. However, this is my Ice Bear maddog 150. She has been customized. There will be plenty more to customize when I get around to it. You know what? Let's start over here with the ankle biter. Got this open primary here. I got all kinds of custom parts for the clutch, the bell housing, the rollers, the front variator. Much better than the stock piece of junk cover that it comes with. That orange and white shock's got to go. I just ain't got around to getting rid of it yet. I've replaced stock tail lights with these right here. I got these at Cycle Gear. Same thing with the turn signals. Moving on, I had to get rid of that stock exhaust. That thing was horrible. I don't know why people are using those for Folgers coffee cans or what. Anyway, here's my little carbon look-alike exhaust. Probably one of the cheapest mods on here. Well under $100. I did have to modify the bracket. The stock bracket would not fit in between the wheel and the motor. So keep that in mind if you guys ever want to replace your exhaust. I took off that little half-moon chrome air scoop and I welded me up a little tri-spoke piece. Let's give it a little flavor on this side. This bike came with drag bars initially. They were all the way down here and I didn't feel comfortable. I'm not real tall, but I didn't like them down there, so I took the stock bars and I made these with some flat plate. Just add a little color to it. Those are the stock grips. Eventually I want to get rid of the master cylinder and the brake. I want to give me some nice anodized, milled out ones. I do like the stock speedometer on this. These things are kind of nice, and for those of you who don't know, Chinese speedometers are extremely optimistic. They'll say you're running Mach 10 when you're doing 5, so however, if you go on YouTube, there are videos. There is a push button in the back right here, and you could type in the correct numbers to calibrate the front wheel that you have, and you can get it pretty accurate. I got mine down to about 1 mile an hour. I'm not sure what these mirrors are, but these are all milled out aluminum mirrors. These are really, really nice. They don't move for as much as this little bike vibrates. Oh, down to the headlight. You just go down to the auto parts store and pick up any of these headlights right here. I didn't have to modify too much in the back. I just have a metal plate back there that's bolted to the original headlight mounts. And so far it's rubber mounted. So far it's worked out pretty good. Not too bad. Eventually I would like to replace the triple tree right here. I don't like this rough cast look. I'd rather have the milled, clean metal look. I had these little tubes right here that were fake air reservoirs. I pulled those off. I took the caps off of them, and I removed the existing caps down here on the floor, and I painted them blue, and I put these in place of the other ones. Give it a little flavor down here, holding the gas tank cover on. So far, the only mods I've done to the motor is I have a, let me see if I can find it here. There we go. Got my license and registration. Oh, excuse me, registration and insurance. Well, still waiting for a DMV. Will have my registration, I should say. I took off that long, twisted air cleaner that looks like an extra muffler on there. Got the little baby one. I did put a McCuney fuel pump in there. Right there you can see the little square one. I replaced a lot of the lines on there. Did a little extra wiring in the back to get the lights and everything good. I do have a big bore kit for this. I just haven't got around to installing it yet. It'll be 171cc, I believe, when it's done. Other than that, oh, you know what? A warning to anybody who owns one of these, and probably any scooter. I took it out for a ride I don't know, not that long ago, and I noticed that I blew a fuse, and upon further inspection, we took this piece apart right here, and the wires in there, the manufacturing process, they had put the solder a little too close, and there were some wires touching, and ended up smoking some wires, and ended up smoking the fuse. So I fixed that problem. I went down to the auto parts store, and I just ran me some 10 gauge wire with some real nice connections straight to the starter solenoid. By doing this, you now eliminate having to squeeze the levers to start it. You just turn the key on, and I'm trying to do this with two hands. She's cold. There we go. I got it. But anyway, that will eliminate any of your starting problems, and your wire will be more than thick enough to handle the current going through, and you'll never have to worry about it again. You do have to poke a hole in your little box. Maybe it could be done underneath if you wanted it hidden. It's funny because whatever current, clutch, and bell housing and spring I'm running, I have no clue, will allow this thing to rev up to 4,000 like a regular motorcycle. You could rev it up to 4,000 and then it kicks in. Not quite sure what the combination I bought to do that. I didn't know it was going to do that, but it is kind of fun to rev it up. You can't do that to a normal scooter because it'll take off on you. But alright guys, stay tuned. I will pimp this thing out a little bit more, and I'll make her nice and pretty, and we will see you on the next one.